I'll start with the project, which is called Engineering Comes Home, and is a project that's been run by UCL in collaboration with II Lab, who are a group of designers, and Rob from Newcastle University, and it's a funded research project that looks at water, energy and food. We got together in a workshop to think, okay, given the complicated setting and given the sort of issues that people are interested in, is there anything we can do? We broke up into groups and we came up with loads of ideas, and then the design team came up with 5 types of technologies that might have an impact on some of those issues. Rainwater harvesting was the solution that won the most votes. Someone got in touch with Sarah, who'd been funded for an entirely different research project about rainwater harvesting, and was looking for downpipes in Zone 1 in London to try and install rainwater tanks. And we were like, well, that's too good to be true, because we've got a group who's actually quite interested in using rainwater. So we installed that tank there that's available. It's all filling up with rainwater. It's got a hose pipe and a pump so you can water things.
So we know today's very nice, sunny, but it's not always like this. Sometimes it rains. When it rains, the water falls on our roof, on the floor, on the garden, everywhere. All those surface water from the rain, plus the wastewater from our home, they are put together to go to our sewer. So when there's lots of rains, there's a storm, we got too much rainwater coming one time. And our sewer doesn't have the capacity to hold all those water together. So what happened is that we got overflow outlets, so they had to discharge the water in the sewer, including wastewater, into the river Thames. So if we can use more of those kind of natural systems, try to capture those rainwater, that would help to stop those rainwater going to our sewer. We have one tank that's installed outside, so the number of tanks we have one at the moment. Today it's dry, there's no rain. So the amount of rain is 0, the amount of water inside the tank is 0 as well, because there's no rain, we didn't collect any water. If you look at the way there, now with just one tank outside, we can collect 880 liters. We talk about the scenario of cleaning and gardening. So the amount of rainwater can be used depends on the amount of garden space you have. It depends on the amount of water you want to use for cleaning as well.
We're going to break up into 2 groups. We're going to go around the estate and sort of look at how we could potentially extend the rainwater harvesting, so both in terms of the tanks but also some of the other options, so to see if we can actually get more out of it. We'll then come back and we'll try and come up with and discuss some of the ways that we can do that.
So what we're looking for basically is the downpipes that are containing the clean rainwater. I think that middle, so the first 1, 2 looks okay, 3 looks like it's got a bathroom attached to it, 4 here looks like it's got multiple bathrooms attached to it, and the 5th one, that one seems to be okay. This tank has been put in place by this organisation who are called Cloudkeeper, and what they're interested in is how can we reduce the amount of stormwater that gets into London's sewers, and they got money to try and pilot putting tanks in places in the middle of the city that they then control remotely. So they're based in Devon, and they can see how much water is in this tank, and they can see the weather forecast, and they know that when there's a storm coming up, they want this tank to be empty to be able to capture as much rainwater as possible to avoid all the rainwater going into the drains and flushing all sort of toilet sewage out into the Thames. All that's doing is taking water from that bit of roof down straight into the drains and off. The 2 things this does is, 1, it stops us using tap water, drinking water, that has gone through a massive purification process. It's energy intensive for things that we don't need to, and it delays the rainwater getting into the sewer, which means there'll be less volume at a time of a storm, so hopefully less of our wastewater will end up in our rivers.
We can look at how big the tanks are, where they might go around the estate, how many rooftops we might need to use, and some of the maps that you've created will help us to sort of see where they might also go and where we might be able to draw that from.
Number of tank 6. Number of rooftop 5. How the water is used, cleaning and gardening.
We sort of identified 4 points on the estate that were quite close to where people park cars.
One car park here, and we can put also in the first floor. We went there we can put 2 tanks.
We thought the same size of what is outside there, and the time location should be all blocks, 5 on top of what we have at the moment, making it 6 on the whole estate.
Putting all this in out there is money, you know. Then ensuring that people actually optimize the use is another thing, you know. So there has to be maybe further, you know, maybe kind of paper going out or workshop or things like that. So that we begin to measure and monitor the usage.
Apart from talking to people, if we actually set the pace, those that drive, you want to wash your car, bring in the corner and you wash your car. Others may pass and see you washing your car.
Yeah.
Maybe they may not even aware of it, but they see you washing your car. That's another way. You know, telling them, oh, you can do it from here.
From my perspective, I think from everyone, that's been really amazing to see and really kind of encouraging as well that that it, you know, we can actually see this having some impact and being used and being useful. So thanks very much for being able to just letting us see that as well.
Thank you very much for this nice project, and hopefully we will see you again.